Hi, I am Jan from Enuda, and in this video I will address the question, what is IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things? The easy answer to that question is IIoT is infrastructure, but that doesn't really help you. So let us try to dive a bit deeper before we get to the conclusion on this. So there is so much hype out there, so many things and so many expressions that it's super easy to get confused. You can hear about IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things. You can hear about I4, Industry 4.0, the fourth industrial revolution, digital transformation, and all kinds of expressions. And people use them randomly sometimes, and sometimes they explain what they mean about it, and sometimes they don't. So let's start somewhere else. But let me just stress that it is easy to get confused. But let's start somewhere else. So what is it you need? So basically in your business, in your organization, wherever you work, you have something you want to do. Maybe you want to compare things or calculate scenarios, or you want to calculate KPIs, key performance indicators. Maybe you want to analyze things or dive into different scenarios or situations. So in all those circumstances, what you want to do or what you need is you want data. And these data that comes from different sources. So you need data from different or multiple data sources brought together. And what we talk about here, that's both OT and IT data. OT data, that's the data that comes from the factory floor. So that's from your machines or your all your equipment on the factory floor. And IT data, that's all other types of enterprise data. Can be anything, can be from your databases in the administrative layer, or it can be external data like commodity prices, weather information, or whatever. So, but basically at the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to bring data together from multiple data sources, OT and IT data. And when you do that, you realize that, hey, data from the OT side and the IT side, they do not always fit very well together, or it's sometimes very difficult for historical reasons to bridge that. So what you want to do is you want to bridge the gap between OT and IT. That's basically the main purpose here, and where IIoT comes into play. So your problem is that very often, for historical reasons, things are not connected for easy access. You have data on different networks in your OT and your IT environments, so on your factory floor and in your administrative system, for example. You have devices, for example PLCs, that are connected directly to software and not easy access to data from those. You have proprietary databases. Historically, that is the way it has been done. So no standard, no easy access to data. You have non-standard firewall settings, maybe, so nobody really remembers how to get access to data here and there. You have only point-to-point connection, maybe, or in essence, each system is sitting in its own network, and you have no easy way to come across things to bridge this gap between your OT and your IT side. So this is where Industrial Internet of Things, the IIoT idea, come into play. So, as I said in the beginning of this short video, the solution is, or the answer to what is IIoT, it's infrastructure. And what do I mean by that? Well, here is an easy analogy, easy to understand. Think about your iPhone, or any smartphone for that matter. I use the iPhone here as an example. Your iPhone is a wonderful device. We call it a phone, but it's not really a phone. It's a platform. It's infrastructure, because you can add apps, applications, you can connect to things, you can make notes, listen to music, take photos. Well, you can even use it for making phone calls, for crying out loud. And you can use it for games, and you can connect it to your, in my case here, my Apple Watch, and get all kinds of data about my health and the way I treat my body. So it's a platform. It's an infrastructure for connecting many different things, and that is exactly what is IIoT. Think about it in the same way. So IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things, is the same idea, that you connect everything in your business to a platform. Instead of things being connected peer-to-peer, they are connected to a platform. So you have access to everything. Just like I have here with my iPhone, I have the same platform or the same device or the same infrastructure to connect to everything. That is the definition of IIoT. That's why I call it infrastructure. It is a place, a platform, an infrastructure for connecting to everything and making it possible for you to flow data across this OT-IT gap in all directions. Thank you very much for listening.